Your employer cuts your hours. They don't tell you why your hours were cut. You suspect it's because of your age. So what do? Well, in this video, what I'm going to do is I'm going to give you 6 options. I'll tell you 6 things you can do to, number one, to find out or try to find out why your hours were cut. And then I'm going to offer you some solutions. That's all up next, right after this break. Welcome back to Over 50 TV. My name is Lou Reyes. Now, if you're not familiar with me, I'm a startup consultant and a serial entrepreneur. I've employed hundreds of people and I've interviewed at least 10 times that many. Now, I spent my entire career running businesses, and that includes a chain of business-to-business magazines, a weekly newspaper, 2 national trade show companies, a radio show, and almost a dozen other businesses. Now, I'm also the director of Over50TV.com and the Over 50 TV and Side Hustle Rules YouTube channel. Today, I'm going to answer the question, what do you do when an employer cuts your hours with no notice, no warning, nothing, and you're suspecting it could be because of your age? There are several actions that you can consider taking. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to outline those actions for you. And basically, there are six steps, 6 options that you have. First of all, my suggestion is to meet with your supervisor. Schedule a meeting with your supervisor, discuss the situation, remain calm, inquire about the reasons for the reduction in hours. You really need to, at this point anyway, I think you should express your interest in working all the hours that you are required or were required to work. That could be full-time, it could be part-time, but highlight why you should be considered an essential employee. That's number 1. Number 2, be self-reflective, and I will say, be introspective. Take some time to reflect on how you really feel about your job. If you're feeling dissatisfied, you may want to explore other job opportunities, and some of you out there, you probably don't want to hear that. But it is, as I said, you want to be introspective because this is something that you should be considering. Now, on the other hand, if you love your job, well, you know what? Consider ways to demonstrate that you've got some passion and you've got commitment to the company. That's option number 2. Number 3, know your rights. Familiarize yourself with the rights as an employee. Depending on the circumstances, there may be legal protections in place. For example, the WARN Act, W-A-R-N Act, I'm going to put a link to it in the description box. It requires businesses with 100 or more full-time employees to provide advance notice of layoffs or a reduction in your hours. Additionally, most states, well, you know what? They do offer unemployment benefits if your hours are reduced by more than 20%. Another option, consider alternative options. If a reduction in your hours is not ideal for you, explore alternative options such as taking holiday leave, working more flexibly, working from home, or you could take unpaid leave. Those are some of the options. There may not be the best options, but those are options that you have that you should put on the table, at least to consider. Another option, this is number 5, consider starting a side hustle. If you watch this channel, you watch me here at Over 50 TV or Side Hustle Rules, you know I talk a lot about starting a side hustle, especially for folks that are older. Starting a side hustle has a lot of options, a lot of benefits. Starting a side hustle, it can increase your financial security. It can increase your security by adding another source of revenue. It can also provide more flexibility in your work schedule. Say your hours are reduced. All right, your hours are reduced. Now you're devoting that time to your side hustle. It also allows you, starting a side hustle, also allows you to work on your passion projects without worrying about losing your primary source of income. After all, your hours were cut. Why not consider starting a side hustle? Additionally, when you do that, it can help you to develop new skills that you can apply in other areas of your life. Now, number 6, and this is maybe an expensive option, probably an expensive option. Consult with an attorney, an employment attorney, if you believe the reduction in your hours was due to your age. I'm going to say this, though. Proving age discrimination in a lawsuit, it can be challenging, but it is possible to succeed. Concrete evidence, such as emails, letters, performance reviews, that demonstrate adverse action due to your age, it can significantly increase the chance of you having a favorable outcome should you decide to go the legal route. Also, the legal skills of your employment attorney are important, and the quality of your evidence is extremely important. That evidence that you gathered, well, you know, it plays a crucial role in the whole litigation process. Compensation like back pay, front pay, and other benefits could be awarded if it's more likely than not that you were treated differently because of your age. But I want you to remember something. Each situation is different. The options that I've outlined for you, they can apply in some areas and for some of you folks out there, and not obviously not for others. But it is important to assess your specific circumstances before you take any of the steps that I've outlined for you. Well, that's all I've got for you today, my friend. I hope that you will consider one of these options. If you find yourself in a situation where your hours were reduced, you're not sure why they were reduced, start with number one. Sit down with your supervisor. As I mentioned, as I outlined, sit down with your supervisor and try to find out. So again, that's all I've got for you for today. I will remind you, if you're not aware of this, I should mention, if you're not aware of this, I do have over50tv.com. We have a lot more information on there you can check out. Also, consider subscribing to Over 50 TV here on YouTube. I also have a channel called Side Hustle Rules. If you look at that one option, option number 5, you're thinking about starting a side hustle, well, you're going to want to subscribe to Over 50 TV's sister YouTube channel, Side Hustle Rules. So again, that's all I've got for you. If you have any questions, please feel free to send me an email, make a comment. As I always say, have a great day, everybody.